Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here, welcome back to another Blue Archive video. Let's talk about Hieronymus. So this is going to be very straightforward conventional strategy. Again, with all of this, if you guys are not aware, basically you can use multiple different characters. Alright, Dress Hina is going to be the best candidate by far in terms of trying to tackle any raid Hieronymus as a whole. You can also consider using someone like SWIMSUIT NONOMI. Those also works, right? Now I'm going to show you guys a variety of different strategy. Again, feel free to mix that around, either Dress Hina or SWIMSUIT NONOMI. If you don't have those two, Azusa is going to work as well, but Kokona is going to be recommended as your healer. Now you might be able to get away with Idol Mary, she might work as well, but the truth is, in Insane and Torment difficulty, the boss right here, if you guys are not aware, if you do the lower difficulty, it doesn't matter as much, because like you can see Extreme right here, the boss, he just doing normal attack, neutral attack. If you use like hardcore, neutral attack. But from Insane onwards, the boss is going to do explosive attack. So what that means is, if the boss does explosive attack, certain characters are just going to straight up die faster, especially if their armor is red, right? So pay attention to that, right? So characters like Mutsuki right here will die. Kokona is going to be better as a whole compared to Idol Mary. Idol Mary may still get away with it because she's yellow, she's not red. But in all honesty, Kokona is probably going to be a little bit better. But I feel like for Insane, you can still get away with it. But for Torment, it's going to be where you're gonna need Kokona as a whole, right? So these two are going to be, neck in neck, I would say, for Insane. And then another one is Koharu, right? As for SWIMSUIT Oshino, you're pretty much going to need her. This particular strat, I'm going to show you guys. The first strat is we're going to use Kisaki. We're going to use a 2-cost half. In this case, Nuya Fuuka, and then we're gonna use what is that? The Ibuki for attack percent buff. You can either use Camping Hair here. She's going to be just as strong, but Camping Hair, like I mentioned, because she is going to be her armor is going to be explosive, so that is going to be a big problem, right? So you are going to run into the issue that sometimes the boss can just one-shot her, which is going to be a little bit annoying. So, but regardless, for Insane, definitely going to be doable. Again, if you guys are not familiar with the mechanics yet, so ideally healers are going to be needed. You want to heal the Green Lantern up. Every time you heal the Green Lantern, the boss, you can apply debuff to the boss right there, right? And then you're gonna try to buff Dress Hina in this case, okay? And then we're gonna use Ibuki's buff. Do that. Okay, and then we wait for 6 cost, Kisaki and Dress Hina. So again, I'm gonna get rid of this lantern first. Alright, shoot that one time. And then go Kokona here. Alright, and then shoot second time. And then shoot third time. Let me turn off my face cam so you guys can see as a whole, right? So I'm gonna apply this to Dress Hina, Ibuki. Okay, I definitely should have done that better. I can basically prevent that from happening. But Kisaki and Dress Hina, it's hard when you're running at times 2 speed or times 3 speed rather, right? So shoot 3 times, one more time, boom. Okay, so now you can see, pretty cool. I'm gonna go Ibuki again, gonna go Kisaki, gonna go Dress Hina. Alright, 1, 2, and 3. So going to apply the Kokona's buff again. Alright, just cycle through as accordingly. Ibuki, Kisaki, and then Dress Hina. Okay, as you can see, the boss is... the timing was really bad, right? So didn't expect this position. Okay, so Kokona again, and then again Dress Hina with the buff. I feel like yeah, it is going to be very straightforward for the Insane one. So definitely way easier. So hopefully we can finish it this time around. Ooh, almost, but not quite. Okay, so there we go. So as you can see, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Now, if you guys want to do the other strat using SWIMSUIT NONOMI, let me show you guys the other strategy, right? So an alternative, if you're trying to like do much more speed run, slightly faster, I feel like SWIMSUIT NONOMI is going to be a little bit better than Dress HINA due to the terrain advantage, especially if you have her at UE 50, right? Give me the strongest NONOMI first. Okay, this is a very conventional speedrun strat. The problem is I have to always calculate the Kokona thing because Kokona definitely messed up the New Year Fuuka cost half reduction. Kokona with 5. So activate this. Kokona heal. Okay, and then New Year Fuuka. Camping. And then Shiriko get rid of this lantern. And then Nono Milkers. Okay, watch out for Kokona Stem of Praise. Stem of Praise. Okay, that's the third one. So this the... Okay, 1, 2, 3. I think Kokona will have one more. Okay, who is getting it? Nono Milkers, remove that buff. Remove the buff. Okay, Shiriko Terror. 1. Kokona heal the lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're still shooting. I need to also count Nonomi's one because that's 4 times. So buff, buff, wait for lantern. I think you will apply this. Okay, we're gonna go phase 2. Oh shoot, I didn't have Kokona for phase 2. Kokona phase 2. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, one more Nonomi. Oh shoot, you see Nonomi messed up the order. Okay. Oh, who is he on Nonomi? It is, right? Okay. Okay, one more then, one more. Oh, I forgot you guys can't see the timer. There's the timer. Don't care. Ah, that's not the best score. I got 140 earlier. Oh man. What went wrong? How did I get a better score earlier? Okay, now let's talk about Torment. So as you can see, we're gonna have a little bit of a different strategy right here. With Dress Ako, she's going to be our crit rate, crit damage buffer. Suiso Hoshino is gonna be the one that gives us the explosive buffs. And then Dress Hina is gonna be DPS. And then of course we got Kokona for the heal. Nagisa is going to be quite important because she is going to help to reduce defense. Alright, and then Kisaki, of course, for the additional EX skill buffs, right? Now again, feel free to, if you want to borrow assistance, I do have someone else that I can try to rely on. Now Dress Hina is not going to have the terrain advantage. Now you might be thinking, okay, do we need a UE 50 Dress Hina, right? Now, you are not going to, it's not going to be super impactful. Ideally for the terrain advantage, you're not getting it as much, but UE 50 Dress Hina do still have the advantage of getting more stats in the weapon, right? In the guns, that few minor stats might be able to help you to push a much more consistent strategy. So feel free to experiment around. Alright, so unfortunately I lost my footage of me beating the Torment. Man, this boss was so difficult. I couldn't find the footage anymore. So I will show you guys the second best thing that I got for this particular boss. One team using this particular one. That's going to be unfortunate. I think I forgot to press record for the actual run. So this is how it is, right? You want to start off with using Kokona on the lantern first. Alright, very straightforward. and then you want to use a Swimsuit Hoshino afterwards immediately, just to get the entire aura going on the swimsuit for the explosive damage buff etc. And then you're gonna go with Akko to buff for the dress Akko right here. That's going to be the one that I'm using. And then we got Kisaki for Hina. Now again, you can experiment the rotation a little bit as long as you're trying to heal up the lantern with Kokona once in a while. That's going to be what's important. So first hit with get rid of the lantern first, and then I use Nagisa there to basically try to decrease the boss defense before going in for the second and third hit, right? So that's how it is. So as you can see, now for the second rotation, refresh Hoshino, and then we're gonna go with the regular rotation again. Try to buff with dress Akko. I feel like maybe the misplay here is I'm trying to use dress Akko every single cycle, which I don't think you need to, right? Because her buff lasts long, right? So you can see Nagisa, and then going in again with Kokona to heal the lantern, and then hit 3 times right here, right? So usually if you can stun the boss here would be nice, but I couldn't stun the boss right here. You can see 166, it was close, but if you can stun the boss, right, the boss usually will not apply the debuff, but you can see right now the boss managed to apply the debuff on my Swimsuit Hoshino. So I will need to heal up my Swimsuit Hoshino. Now in case you guys are wondering why my Nagisa is aiming in the middle, I'm trying to basically hit the other objects as well to basically build up for Kokona's normal skill, I believe, right? The one that gives the stem thing, right? So yeah, that's going to be what it is. And we're gonna buff again with dress Akko right there. And then going in with what is this? Kisaki afterwards, buffing dress Hina always. And then you can use Nagisa beforehand, whichever that. Actually, you can just go dress Hina then Nagisa afterwards, right? It doesn't really matter. So at this point, we're still in phase 1. Ideally, at 1 minute, you want to try to enter phase 2 if it's possible. So this is kind of a bad run, I think. A lot of my dress Hina attacks didn't crit, and that's going to be one of the main issue as well, right? Sometimes you are relying too much on the crit and stuff. So as you can see, was able to complete the lantern cycle. Again, make sure you guys use this as a reference, but don't copy everything I do here, because this is a bad run. Like you see, you'll see why, right? We don't have enough time, 30 seconds right here. Okay, so you can see dress Akko, and then you're gonna go with Kisaki for the dress Hina. And then with 10 seconds left, you know, now you just have to go all in, right? There's just no choice. Gotta pray for the crits. Didn't crit there, didn't crit there. But the last one, oh, the last one was a crit, right? That's pretty cool. So we managed to get the boss down to times 39. Yeah, so unfortunately, this is going to be the next best footage. I don't know what happened to my other one. I think I forgot to press record. But yeah, for those of you who are, you know, interested to do Torment, that's going to be somewhat the strategy. Again, that was just a mock battle anyways. So I might need to do the proper runs during one of my streams. If you guys want to come to my stream, you want to watch it, watch me try it live, feel free, tune in, right? So yeah, as per usual, that's going to be it for this particular video. I hope you guys can do the Hieronymus. As always, subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.